Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about rotations, or the third type of transformation. We've already learned about translations and reflections, and now we're going to work on rotations. So what you're going to need is your composition notebooks, a pen or a pencil, and of course your foldables that you should have gotten from me. So rotations, the formal definition of a rotation is a transformation that turns a figure around a given point a certain number of degrees. For this first example and for the rest of this foldable, let's assume that the given point is the origin and then the directions will tell us how many degrees that we're turning. So if we look at the example that we have right now, we have a black dot or a point at the ordered pair of 2, 5. So we're going to try to establish a pattern that's going to happen if we were to rotate that dot around the origin 90 degrees clockwise, 180 degrees clockwise, 270 degrees clockwise, and 360 degrees clockwise. We're going to come up with a rule in this little black box, this bolded black box. So if we were to rotate this point 90 degrees clockwise or 270 degrees counterclockwise, my new ordered pair becomes 5, -2. If we look at how the transformation happened from 2, 5 to 5, -2, we can establish a rule that says our x and y values flipped and the original x value is now negated. Okay? And then what if we rotate the original point 180 degrees clockwise or 180 degrees counterclockwise, that new ordered pair becomes -2, -5. So if we look at the original ordered pair, so the original ordered pair, 2, 5 to the -2, -5, the rule that we can establish is that those values just became negated. So whatever my x and y values were, they were negated, but they didn't switch places. Okay, so what about if we rotate the original black point 270 degrees clockwise or 90 degrees counterclockwise? Well, my new ordered pair for that is -5, 2, which that means that the rule becomes the x and y values flip and the original y value is now negated. And last but not least, if we were to rotate our point 360 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise, we end up back at the same point that we started with, 2, 5, which means that my rule just becomes x, y. So we're going to go through 3 examples, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say what J, K, and L are. We're going to find the rule from our little black box from the directions. We're going to write the ordered pairs using the rules, and then we're going to plot the points. So that's the order in which that we're going to do each one of these problems. So first, my ordered pair for J is 1, 3. My ordered pair for K is 3, -2, and my ordered pair for L is 1, -2. And the directions are telling me to rotate the figure 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. Well, if we think about it, 90 degrees counterclockwise, that's the same thing as 270 degrees clockwise, which means my rule is the ordered pair numbers switch and the original y value, so these values, 3, -2, -2, that's the thing that's going to get negated, and then we're going to switch place values for x and y. So my new ordered pairs are going to become -3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So see how I negated those y values first. So all these y values, I changed their sign, and then all we did was flip where they were. That's how the rule works. So when we read this rule, it's a little confusing, I know, but all it's telling us is to negate the original y and then to flip the order in which you see the ordered pairs so that we can get these new ordered pairs. So if we go -3 up 1, that's J prime, and if we do 2 over 2 up 1, 2, 3, that's K prime, and over 2 up 1, that's L prime. This becomes my new triangle that we rotated about the origin 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, now let's rotate the figure 180 degrees clockwise about the origin. Here's my ordered pairs for A, B, and C. A is -5, -6, B is -3, -2, and C is -1, -6. No matter if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise with 180 degrees, your rule is always going to be that the signs just change. So your X and Y stay in the same spot from the original ordered pairs, but now each one of those signs on them change, which means that A prime is going to be 5, 6, B prime is going to be 3, 2, C prime is going to be 1, 6. So if I plot those points, so if I plot A prime, that's over 5, up 6, here's A prime. B is over 3, up 2, that's B prime. And then C prime is over 1, up 6, here's C prime, which means that our new triangle that we rotated is going to look like that right there. Okay, and our last example for today is to describe the transformation. So when we describe the transformation, let's pick a point. I'll pick O, I'll pick Q and Q prime. So Q's ordered pair right now is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5, up 2, and it's mapping to Q prime, which is over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2. So when I look at this two ordered pairs, I can tell that the place value of the numbers did not change, but their signs did. This negative 5 became positive and this 2 became negative, which means that triangle QRS has been rotated 180 degrees about the origin. And with 180 degrees, remember, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if it's rotated clockwise or counterclockwise, so you don't have to specify if you don't want to. Okay, so those were all the examples that we had for today. If you're confused on what your notebook should look like, this is what my notebook looks like, the definition, and you can feel free to keep those foldables cut in half. You don't have to cut them down more than I did, but just make sure all the stuff that I have written is also what you have written on your foldable, and make sure you know how to set up that rotation, the rotational part. So you should have that laminate sheet and a gold pin, and you should have stapled it through or punched it through your paper so that you could take this and rotate it around and around and around, so that you, if you forget how to move, that's something that you can use in a tangible that can help you. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking such good notes, and I'll see you soon.